Welcome to our truffle. We planted this 6 years ago with French oak trees, all inoculated with the truffle black melanosporum. We have over 5 acres of trees here now. It's a very inexact science growing truffles, and that's part of the reason they're very expensive. Is you can't put up a greenhouse and grow them inside like a mushroom or something else. What we're trying to do out here is recreate the limestone-rich soils of France and Spain, of Europe, where they occur naturally. And you can only do that outside.
So a funny question the other day from one of my friends was that I said I want to visit a truffle farm, but it could be raining. And they said, oh, that's not a problem. I said, well, no, it is a problem because the dog can't find the truffle.
Yeah, exactly.
And they go, what do you mean? And I said, well, they still use dogs to find truffles.
Yeah.
And it was quite surprising for them because in the 21st century, you'd think there is a way that you can find truffle.
Well, truffle's the opposite of a fruit tree. Instead of the fruit growing on the branches, the truffle grows underground, and sometimes quite deep underground. Humans can't smell the truffle. Dogs can smell the truffle ripening underground. They can be up to 20 centimetres under the ground. Everyone thinks you need pigs, but pigs, if you've ever tried to pull a pig off something it wants to eat, it's impossible. They're so strong. If they find one, you'll never pull it off a truffle, whereas a dog, they just want to find the truffle to get the reward. It's really a game for them. Our dog Jet is a Border Collie Kelpie cross. He's a rescue dog that we got when he's 11 weeks old.
That's pretty impressive.
And Leanne has trained him up perfectly. He knows what to find. He looks for good truffle. He doesn't get rewarded if he doesn't find good truffle.
Yeah.
You really have to hunt into the wind so that the aroma is coming towards the dog. If you're going the other way, yeah, it makes it very difficult for the dog to smell it.
On a wet, dewy morning, is there a sort of problem or is it pretty okay?
It can be. The best time is a still, cold morning when there's there's no frost. A nice still morning, sunny day, perfect. We had a look at these yesterday and Jet found them. We thought they might be ready, so we've marked them. We'll just use the spoon and we'll move the soil around until we can uncover the truffle. And there he is there.
Now I can smell that.
We have a smell of the soil and it smells so rich and sweet and beautiful.
You would actually think this is the truffle, but it's not. The truffle's still in the ground, but it's permeated all of the soil around. Right around the edge. Smells quite amazing.
Absolute perfect truffle.
Wow.
Great aroma,
It's got a
good
great
colour.
aroma. No, nice shape, what you'd probably consider somewhat a first class shape. Certainly probably won't know what it's like until you fully wash him up, but it's certainly got all the hallmarks of a great truffle. Paul, what's the average size truffle you've sort of got coming out of the ground here on your farm?
Yeah, I think they're roughly around about this size, this sort of 70 or 80 grams that are coming out. But we've had quite a few truffles that are also well over 150.
Wow.
So for a young truffle, I think that's pretty good. Our biggest one this year was 320 grams.
And one of the largest truffles in New South Wales is over 1 kilo, eh?
That's right. It was actually grown at a small truffle about 30 kilometres from here, about 10 years ago.
And a world record.
World record, 1.1 kilos it was. It was
1.1
basically the size of a dinner plate. It was like that.
It's 12 times the size of this.
Exactly right. It's a lot of work to get a truffle up and running. We've got to get the right dog, you've got to do the soil, you've got to fence it off from pests, but it's very rewarding in the end when you finally get a truffle after all that work.
So guys, that's how you find an amazing fresh black winter truffle in Australia. You can find these back at Gourmet Life. I'm going to get this one back there right now.